you know, I guess I'll leave this plugged in for now. So now we gotta talk about audio. Again, this level of audio, like that my camera records, is like enough that I don't think too many people would complain about it. Now, almost all of the YouTubers that you follow probably have a Blue Yeti mic. Blue Yeti is the most like intro tier microphone. It's like $100. It plugs directly into your computer with a USB cord. It's solid enough audio quality that no one will ever question it. You'll be able to use it for your entire career. No one will ask any questions
long enough.
because most people don't care that much about the audio quality. You just gotta make sure that you never talk directly into the microphone. You know what? I'll instruct that afterwards. Personally, I use this bad boy right here. This is a $300 Audio-Technica AT4040 microphone. When you get into these more expensive, nice microphones, then you're gonna have to buy a thing that this plugs into what's it fucking called? I don't remember. I have a Scarlett 2i2, which is my thingy that this thing plugs into, and that plugs into the computer. It has its own plugins and stuff, but now we're switching to my microphone audio, and because I'm just like kind of an audio file, I don't know if I'm an audiophile, but like I like to have nice sounding audio in my videos, so I went all out on microphone. I'd like to go even farther and get an even nicer one, but this is kind of unnecessary. Like, proof by the fact that so many people watch these vlogs, even though I've been recording them through my phone audio. You know, like the audio is not a big deal. It's just a little extra step if you want to sound extra fancy. If you want to sound like Demolition D, then unfortunately my microphone audio cut out its recording while I was doing this. You should always be prepared for the fact that some of this shit will just randomly fuck up on you without warning, and you probably won't notice. So anyways, none of the rest of the video is going to have microphone quality audio, but you can just hear me doing it right now. This is what the nice mic sounds like. If you're just trying to make videos to get them out there, then it's not that big a deal. So yeah, that's basically the setup. And again, the way to do a microphone. Most people have a pop filter, and a pop filter can help. I puh constantly when I talk, but honestly, no pop filter will ever get rid of all the pop. It won't happen. If you talk into your microphone like this, then you can have the biggest pop filter in the world, you're still gonna pop. Just do it off to the side, like this, and you're done. Like, I don't know if this is if you can diagram, here we go. Off to the side like this. Just don't be looking directly at it, and you'll never pop. Don't even need a filter. I have two. One that was $15, one that was $60. I double layered them. I still popped if I tried to talk directly into it. Just not advised. So anyways, that's the microphone. Those are the equipment that I use. Now, if you're going to be making videos that don't involve like live action footage or equipment, then you really just need the microphone. Personally, the program I use is Sony Vegas Pro 12. I obviously downloaded it illegally because it's unbelievably fucking expensive. I will not tell you how to get it illegally. You can just find it yourself. But when it comes to video editing programs, like there's some that are decent enough that are free. I'll put a link to my friend Tommy Oliver, who runs the channel Rebel Pixels. He has a bunch of videos about like free and cheap software and stuff that you can use, and he's been making videos about this one free video editing software that apparently is good enough for him to edit videos on. So I'll put links to that down in the description. But personally, I just use Vegas because it's very easy to use and I understand it implicitly. If you want to see how I use Vegas, I recommend watching my video, The Boring Ass Editing Vlog. It's just a whole.
My brother got Vegas for free. He bootlegged the same way.
So like, if you just need to know the basics, then
when he wasn't trying to use it,
video, and it's really easy to understand.
But I'd rather use headphone 4 at this point. Or headphone 5 at this point. If there is a headphone 5, I'll get headphone 5 at the end of this video. After I edit this video, I'll probably get headphone 5.
Transfer those to MP4s.
I'm using 415, so
might
as well.
For that, get a program called Handbrake. Handbrake lets you throw any video file in and just press a button and it turns it into an MP4 file. They take up way less space on your computer, so like a lot of people will handbrake videos just to make them smaller. Like if you make a video and you render it and it's a gigabyte and then you handbrake it, it'll probably be like 250 megabytes and with a very minor drop in quality. And it also makes them easier to upload if you have like any kind of connection limit on your computer that on your internet service provider. That would definitely help with that. So you want Handbrake, you want some kind of video editing. I recommend Vegas. Anything works. A lot of people use Premiere, Adobe Premiere, other programs like that. If you want Premiere, you can get it for $30 a month from Adobe. So it's I don't know if that I consider that affordable, but and of course you can always use Movie Maker, which or like iMovie or whatever.
What happened?
Like, I mean, they don't work very well, and they will be a nightmare if you're trying to chop up footage.
It checks for other videos.
But but if you were just trying to lay images in there, like the way famous YouTuber or video maker Yahtzee Croshaw, who makes Zero Punctuation, because Zero Punctuation is just a series of still images, he's always just edited it in Movie Maker because all he has to do is throw each picture in after photoshopping them, and there they go. They're in sequence. Just time it to the dialogue. When you edit your audio, personally, I edit out all mistakes and all breaths. I can't stand hearing breaths in my own audio, so I cut every breath out and I make it, streamlined. What I'll do is I record all the audio I record in Audacity. Audacity is a completely free program, very easy to find. You just download it. It's got a fucking record button, and you press the record button, and then you press the stop when you're done.
I can't believe Opera and I haven't went to a few movies with anything else from videos.
Or the
what the hell?
backspace key.
How'd you do that?
So really easy to use Audacity, and so I just cut everything I don't want out of the audio in Audacity. Then I export the file, and then I throw it into Sony Vegas, and then usually I'll then add gaps back in. Like I'll cut the audio and then spread it out just a little bit because it cuts way too fast when I first do my recordings. But all that stuff is your own stylistic choice. Most people leave a lot more space in their videos. Some people don't cut their breaths at all. Some people put music in and stuff like that. So now we're going to talk about techniques to dodge copyright, because I know this is one of the biggest problems that people have with like trying to do anime reviews on YouTube, is you're worried about copyright. And there's no like 100% complete answer to this, because if a studio just decides that your video has their content in it and they flag you and take you down, then you just have to fight them. Like the main way that people get taken down is through Content ID, which is where you upload a video and YouTube's system automatically detects something in the video that it doesn't like, and it puts some kind of copyright claim on it. Now, there's like a few ways that me and my editor, the Devu, have found to almost surefire dodge Content ID. The way the Devu does it is just to never have a clip last more than 10 seconds. Usually his clips are only between 5 and 10 seconds, if that. He keeps all the clips very short, and that's all he does. All he does is just use nothing but short clips, and he's edited most of my videos this year. So, that's a pretty great method for getting past it. It helps to also cut out all the audio. Audio is a lot easier to get caught by YouTube than video is, so having any of the original audio in is could be a problem. But aside from that, my method personally is that I just speed everything up, because I use clips that last a lot longer because I'm a much lazier editor. So what I do is in Sony Vegas, if you grab the edge of a clip and you hold Control and then click it and drag it, then it makes it go faster. And so I just every clip I individually make them go faster. So it's always a different sped up. Like if you just sped up one whole episode and it was all the same speed, I don't know if it would save you, but I just have variable speed sped up every clip in the whole video, and that's always worked. It's always gotten me past Content ID, no matter how long the clips are, except for when Endemol catches it. Endemol is this Italian, I think, company that is a licensing company who will mark your videos, even though they don't have the distribution rights in your country. They will monetize your videos for their own gain. They're assholes. But you can fight all of that. Anytime you get any kind of claim on your video, you can fight it. All you gotta do is go into your YouTube options and like go through the process. It sucks and it takes a while. YouTube's trying to improve it. They recently made it so that if you fight a copyright claim and you get it, like you win, then all the money that you would have, like if you were monetizing the video, all the money you would have made, you now get. I think they've implemented this. I don't know, but the worst thing that can happen, like if you manage to get past Content ID, then you can still get a strike. And this happens to me all the time, where usually it's like a TV company from Japan or like one of the publishing companies that owns the rights to the thing. Like recently I had a video taken down, my Konosuba video was taken down by Kadokawa. And when that happens, the worst thing that could happen is they'll give you a strike on your account. And if you get a strike, you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes long, and you can't use thumbnails, and it lasts 6 months. It's a fucking nightmare. But I've always won if I've contested them. Like, because legally you are in the right. You have fair use rights, and you will win if you fight the battle. It's just a pain in the ass, because it takes 2 weeks for your counter notifications to go through. So right now, as I'm recording this, I actually have a strike. I didn't even mention this anywhere online, but I got a strike on this old Zankono Terror video that I did, and it got a strike, and I'm fighting it right now, and it'll probably be over in about a week or so. So like, it just so happens I didn't have a 15-minute video planned for this week, but like, yeah, that's just a thing that's happened. So it can be a real pain in the ass, but you can fight it and you can win every time. The only time you're in real true danger is if you get 3 strikes at once and that takes your channel down. And I've had my channel taken down and managed to get it back because it just so happened that I had already submitted the counter notification for the first strike. So when the other 2 came and my channel went down, 2 weeks later it came back because I had beaten that strike. So it will bring your channel back if you were to do that. But like, not a lot of people get their channels outright taken down that way. And there are other things to worry about, but like, honestly, most of the people who have had these problems have gotten everything back in the end. Like, every time you hear this horror story about someone getting their channel deleted, they always get it back. And it's, you know, I think it's worth dealing with all this stuff if we can create, you know, I would love it if we could all move off of YouTube and like use something else, but YouTube's getting better and nowhere else is getting better, so it might as well stay here. But I mean, again, you can get inventive with all of this stuff. You don't have
successful
to
use handbrake.
Or even
try to get a Dusty later.
You could use unrelated video game footage, which a lot of people do. I've done it on a bunch of my old videos where I just captured game footage. Now, if you want to do that, the program I use for capturing off of my desktop is a free program called Open Broadcaster. You should do research on how to use it because some of the settings can be a little tricky, but it's completely free and pretty easy to use. And it can capture your desktop, it can capture any individual window on your desktop, it can capture video game footage. And so I'll often just be like, fuck it, I'm just setting this video to game footage. And those one of one of my top 5 biggest videos ever, my Sword Art Online analytical diatribe, is 100% set to shitty footage of me playing Terra Online. Like, the footage is so badly rendered, like I fucked it up so bad. That's a tip too. If you record anything in Open Broadcaster, then when you render it, look in your editing program, look for a setting called 2-pass rendering and do that. It basically double renders your video, which makes it smooth out anything that could go wrong. But yeah, the footage of that was fucking terrible, and that video has 500,000 views. So you can set a video to just fucking game footage. The point is that it just has to be on YouTube, because that's just where people are going now. It doesn't even matter if there's no video or a boring video, and it's just like something that's on screen and moving while you talk. You know, if you deliver your script well enough, that's all that matters. It's just that the current zeitgeist is to move towards an audiovisual format, and that's just what the future is. So that's why I want people to do this and move on to YouTube. But like, honestly, you could literally just download Audacity and Open Broadcaster, both free. Get yourself a base level microphone, like something. I mean, if you want to go $100 and get the Blue Yeti, that would be like kind of ideal. But I mean, even a shitty mic can work if you get the right recording environment. If you know, as long as you're not in like an echoey room, or if you just fucking get under a blanket, just throw a blanket over yourself and record under a blanket, you know, and you'll instantly increase your audio quality because it won't reverberate out into the room.
I put the crackers up
just
on
do anything. Put it in a box. Put your microphone in a cardboard box. That can help. You know, whatever makes it sound better. Even if it's a shitty microphone. Sit in a closet. That can work for some people. That's how Matt Pett of Game Theory did it for a long time. Just sitting in a closet with like his laptop microphone. You know, and that channel's fucking enormous on the backs of some of those old videos. So, yeah, I don't think it's too hard to do this. You know, you might have to spend a little money, or you might, like, if you have a camera like the one I have that's built into your phone and the microphone's decent enough, you don't even need the video. You can just take audio, like you can just record into your phone all the audio and then just throw out the video and put video game footage over it if you want to. Like, there's a million ways to do this as long as you're just thinking through what you're doing and trying to come up with ideas. And, you know, speaking personally, as long as your writing is okay, then I will probably watch your video. You know, unless the audio is like so bad that I can't stomach it. If you have okay audio and good writing, then that's all I really need. I'll watch your video game footage video. You know, for me, it's more. I'm gonna be way more easily scared away if you start off the video with, "Hey guys, this is my first video and I don't really know what I'm doing and I've never written anything before, and so hopefully this will be okay. This show was made in 2002 and it was written and people liked it back then and I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but now I think it's okay." Cut all that out. I advise watching my parody review of Attack on Titan that I did last year for April Fools. That had, that video was intended to be a parody of everything I hate in anime review videos. And I listed it out. There's a comment, I think it's like my top comment on there, that is just a list of everything I did in the video that I don't want other people to do. So, you know, at least read over that and give it consideration. You don't have to follow all my advice, you know, who the fuck am I? Well, other than someone who does this for a living. But read through all that and, you know, take some of those points into consideration when you're writing and doing video. But if you start off a video that's like, let's look around my room for a subject matter. Barakamon is a charming story about a young man named Honda who is a exceptional artist, and they just start breaking out points. Like, just get right into it. Don't do all the lead-in bullshit. Just get right in. Hook me, and I'll subscribe to your channel. Hopefully this has been helpful for some people. Anyone who's trying to get into video and doesn't know how, maybe this has been helpful. I hope so.
Oh, 2 years ago, damn.
And we are live. Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake. Hope you create something awesome today. Welcome back to another Friday night stream. We are doing channel reviews. Tonight, if we have enough people in the chat, we are going to do up to 10 channel reviews. If it goes too long, we'll only do 5 if that's what we get tonight. And other than that, tonight I'm also going to be covering some stuff from a presentation I did. So this was one of my larger presentations. I think this was from Vid Summit. And I talk about some really important stuff that I think every channel could stand to benefit from, especially small channels. There's a concept that I think is going to be really important for content creators going into 2026. It's really the idea of being a value-first content creator.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that they need to be only able to capitalize on their personality. People want to be a personality-driven channel. that works for a lot of OG creators because they came from an era of YouTube where there was a lot of novelty. They could be first to play a video game. They could be first to do a certain type of content. They could be early to reacting on something, and so on and so forth. There's more to it now. There's more people creating content. Things are more competitive. You have AI content. I think that you have to be able to prove that you can deliver unique value, and you have to be able to do that for people who don't know who you are. So I don't think just having a big subscriber count has been an advantage in YouTube for a very, very long time. I know it still works out for some people. I don't think that you necessarily need a viral video. I think one of the more important things is just being able to have a channel where people know what to expect from you and where they have very clear signals of what that value is. So I call this my unified signal of value theory. And it's just this higher level idea that I had around content creation where I think people need to have channel clarity, where there's like one specific theme that we can identify that your channel really is about. For this channel, for example, every video going forward on this channel is really going to be to help you become a full-time content creator. That's the end goal that I would like the videos for this channel to achieve. When I get the long-form videos edited that I'm planning for this month and next month and so on, a little bit more consistent, and I get those out because I've managed to get out consistent live streams, consistent short form. So we're moving ahead on those formats. The one that's still lagging is regular, good old-fashioned YouTube videos.